outstanding high school lacrosse career. But when the kid touches the ball, he scores goals.
Say hello to Matt Rambo.
Look at the spin move. As Rambo steps in, sticks it.
Awesome. That was a good time.
Matt Rambo is just taking over.
Yeah, I think a historic year for the University of Maryland. Matt Rambo.
What has four legs and is always ready to run? The Baltimore 10 Miler. The June 6th Baltimore 10 Miler will once again be live on WMAR2 News. It always has the best post-race party of the summer, featuring a Jimmy Buffett cover band and Under Armour Premium. And new this year, the two-person relay. Start and finish at the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore, and wait until you see the elephant-themed finishers medals. Go to baltimore10miler.com and register now. Hey now, and how's it? What a show we have for you today. This is SimUp Virtual Lacrosse. I'm Booker Corrigan, and I'm being joined by two of the most woke dudes in the game of lacrosse. Brian Dougherty, former goalie at Maryland. Ric Beardsley, former defenseman at Syracuse. Two of the all-time greats in their position, but how well can they predict games? Ladies and gentlemen, we created an algorithm. We ran these three games 1,000 each. My man Sebastian Martinez is going to come in at the end of the debate and tell us which team won the simulations. The games we're going to do. Wait till you see when we get to Syracuse 2. That's game 3. Game 2, Princeton at Yale. My goodness, two Ivy League teams that are top 10 squads. And the first game we're going to get into is Maryland and North Carolina. Brian Dougherty, you went to University of Maryland. Tell me what you like about the Terps this year, and how are they going to take down Carolina in our simulation?
Well, Book, first of all, thanks for having me out there. Before I get into the games, I want to let everybody know that I never really went to a whole lot of classes at the University of Maryland. Maybe 4 or 5 a semester. But the ones I did go to, I completely dominated. It was algorithm 425. So I'm just going to let you know that, I got a little head up in this algorithm thing here. I've been studying the game a lot, and there's not a doubt in my mind that the Terps are going to take it to North Carolina. My first thing that I want to go over is the fact that the Terps have actually played a couple teams in the United States. All right, North Carolina is 8-0. All right, we're battle-tested out here going into our, 7th game. And I don't feel North Carolina's really been tested at all. They've had one little game versus Denver, which is a nice W for them. But the Terps, we're just a solid team. We can face off. We can play goal a little bit. We've always had a tremendous D. The attack, all right, we're scoring 10. I think we're getting 10 assists per game, okay, which is a huge number because there's just so many different guys you got to cover. Wisniewski, Jared Bernhardt, our boy Bubba. All right, so there's just a lot of things going on. North Carolina is definitely a solid opponent. Not a doubt in my mind. I think they're a good team that will make the tournament, maybe get into the final 8. All right, but I just don't think they're at the Terps caliber this year.
Let's get to Ric Beardsley. Now, Rick, Brian mentioned Logan, Jared, and Bubba. That's a pretty mint attack group. How's Carolina going to stop them and find a way to win?
Well, first and foremost, there is no way Doc went to any class that was a 400 level or above, and that had the word algorithm in it.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a bar called Algorithm College Park?
Well, I dominated that too, so I got an A in both of them.
First of all. Secondly, UNC 7-0.
Yeah.
Undefeated. Doesn't matter who you win. In this day and age, you can argue that any team can beat any team at any time. The greatest thing about Carolina, I don't even have to get into their attack yet, which is phenomenal. Of Chris Gray and Nicky Solomon alone are just dudes that put up 10 points against everybody. That being said, okay, what I saw in the first game when they played a Colgate team, which I get it, but it's not good. They were a little shell-shocked. I have had the pleasure of being on a call the next week when Syracuse played Cornell, I was on with Coach Carwick, and Coach Carwick said we were going to play our game at Colgan. Well, that didn't work out too well because they tried to get in a run and gun game, and they were lost. Now, that being said, guys, here's why Carolina is my team to pick moving forward, even over my Syracuse Orangemen, actually.
Oh, here we go.
First ball of the team, Chris Gray gets a pass from Nicky Solomon. Smile on his face. Smiles all day long, even when you're blowing out a team. Kids don't smile. The greatest thing about Carolina is what Joe Bresci has done along with Kevin Understein and Metzi. They've built a team where together everyone achieves more.
I love that. I love that. Did you just come up with that on the fly?
No, because there, as Dom Finn would say, there's no I in team, but there is in Finn. Right? By the way, is that a Roanoke Club lacrosse jersey behind you?
Yeah, I got to represent, man. D3, baby.
Wow.
D3.
77 your number or the year you graduated from Roanoke?
That's actually a good point.
That's a fair point. Now, 89. I was rocking that back in the day.
Right.
Back in the day.
But here's the deal, guys. Carolina's offense, powerful from all over.
Yep.
Great midfield, great balance across the board, but their attack is just deadly. Their defense is right there. They face off well. So in all facets of the game, if you were to grade the University of North Carolina Tar Heels, let's give them grades, guys. Very simple. Okay,
Yeah.
I'd put grades, right? Attack, 9. Middies, 9. Face off, he's like an 8. Right? Defense, 7. Goalie, nobody's better than Doc, so I'm gonna just go not
Your
a
goalie's legit. He's from Philly, so they got one thing right down there in North Carolina.
But the unsung hero of this entire win, and in the simulation with the 552,000 algorithms, it doesn't matter what I say. The win is simple. Metzi was in custom Jordans at the Under Armour All-American game that you put on with Corrigan Sports
Nice.
this summer, and I saw it. I looked down and I said to my daughter Angela, who's a straight stud, I said, Ange, look there. You want to go to Carolina?
Custom Jordans.
You get custom Jordans.
That's
Done.
baller.
End of story. End. Out.
Dropping the pen. I love it. Uncle Rick coming in strong. Doc, you got to admit you're up against it. Carolina's EMO's clicking at 77%.
Automatic.
That is pretty automatic. Maryland,
Okay,
their man up's
stop
only
right there.
50%.
Stop
Go
right
ahead.
there. Stop right there. Number 1, let's go through North Carolina's vaunted schedule here.
Yeah.
Go for it. I'm on it right
Dominated
now.
Colgate 19-6. Woo! They killed Mercer 14-6. Woo!
I'm out. They had to play
They
some
beat it
Southern
to
teams.
Lafayette. The Cougars couldn't keep up with them down in Charlotte. Did they play an away game yet? Either.
Lafayette Lepers.
24-8.
Okay.
Literally, Booker, our McDonough team from 1998 could go 79% versus those 3 schools.
On it, no.
With Owen Daly, all right, and all the boys that we had.
Brad Dumont.
Yeah. Listen, so you're going to hit me with the fact that they're 77%, okay? The Terps, against a legit actual schedule, all right, our man down is 86%. Number 4 in the country, okay? So that means we're giving up 14% of the goals against teams that actually play lacrosse. Okay, so Johns Hopkins, great program, storied career. Let's be honest, a little down the last couple years. Okay, Denver,
You
great
just
program.
Whoa.
Big-time
You
win.
just crushed the hop.
Besides that, North Carolina, Furman, all right, and I will never
Furman's
touch
the
my
powerhouse. Richie Meade is a powerhouse.
Love it.
18-11. Furman, I could get the 3 guys on this screen. Sebastian, who's not even on this screen, go take 2 kids from across the street in my neighborhood, all right, and we could go 75% against Furman. All right, that's what I'm talking about right now.
Listen to me, Doc. I can't lie to you right now. Maryland's schedule is dang good.
Yeah.
But Maryland is not better than the Carolina Tar Heels. The algorithm will show because you've been doing the algorithm. Boys, here's what I've said. Booker, from the start, You wanted us to talk stats. You wanted to talk this. What I do well is I talk shit. It's very okay. And the bottom line,
years.
If you get loud and you get believable, everyone will believe what you're preaching. Okay. The bottom line is this: the algorithm at the end that Sebastian, Marty, the one-man party Martinez will run. He's right now excelling his face off. It's gonna work. Doc, I don't need to say anything. 7-0, 7-0. It doesn't matter. Winners are winners.
They're 2-0.
Winners,
5 of those don't count.
Winners are winners. Winners win.
I tell you what, we are battle tested. Look at who we play. High Point.
Doesn't matter.
The nation's Cinderella team last year, right? Oh, Ulster nothing.
Battle tested means
Richmond, very good
players.
squad. Penn. Everybody's talking about Penn.
He's a zone.
We slipped up against Villanova. I was at that game. Great job. Go Terps. Had a couple cocktails in the parking lot out there.
Shocking.
Right?
Well, how'd you lose to Villanova?
We lost 13-12. We didn't. I don't know. I'll give all the credit to Villanova and their
Then listen,
Villanova beat Yale last year.
Talk about
Villanova
the
beat
rest.
Penn State last year.
Navy.
Villanova's no joke.
Notre Dame lost. Albany lost. UVA lost. Carolina, us, lost. Penn State lost. Everybody's lost.
Now is as good a time as any. Sebastian, I need you to run the algorithm.
Come on,
Run it, brother.
Let's go,
Run
baby.
Let's go. Come on.
14-13 Terps.
Come on.
Alright, so
Here he comes.
No whammy.
He gets hosed. I don't believe it.
How is that humanly possible?
Oh yeah, sorry about that.
It's not humanly possible. It's algorithmically possible, which is a word I've never used.
They played the game 1,000 times. You know, we're gonna win 994 of them.
out of 1,000, Maryland won 696.
Yep.
Oh,
And
okay,
the
so
advantage
almost 70%
was
of the time the Terps
the
win.
defense.
Just so you know, algorithms, they had some algorithm too for the housing market when it crashed a bunch of years ago in Princeton alone.
Dude,
Okay,
I wasn't messing around when I was at my algorithm.
How can I be
Dr.
0-1?
Dumbron, I tell you what, I followed him around. He was a genius. He really broke down the algorithm for me. So, you know, to this day,
I'm playing
25
it
years
growing
ago,
up.
I still remember it.
Yeah. All right, so now let's fast forward. Game number 2, Princeton at Yale. Doc, you got Princeton.
Hold on. I gotta switch screens.
Uncle Rick. Well,
I'm trying to find all my stats because I got my this on and I got my phone. I'm getting confused.
Yeah, well, all right. So Princeton, obviously Mike Sowers, one of the niftiest little attackmen I've seen in a long, long time, ever since Syracuse had Mikey Powell. Yale.
How can you
Jackson
compare him
Morrow.
to Mikey Powell? Honestly,
What?
how can you compare the guy?
I just mentioned him in the same sentence. I didn't compare them.
You know what? I'm going to mention myself in the same sentence as the richest man in the world. Me and Bill Gates would never hang out together. Now I'm in the same sentence.
Okay. Well, there, to each his own. Yale, you got Jackson Morrow, Matt Brandow, Matt Gaudette, some studs. Is Chris Brown a difference maker? Statistically, Princeton's man up, clicking at a whopping 30%. Doc, they're 5-0, but what do you like about Princeton and how can they possibly find a way to beat Yale? Andy Shea's got it going on at Yale right now. What do you like about the Princeton Tigers?
All right, so I'm going to ad-lib it a little bit right now because I'm still bringing up my
That's because you have to dial up where you live.
He's on
easy
AOL.
Syracuse, dude. You're 30 minutes from Canada. I don't want to hear it.
Yeah, how much snow do you get tonight? How much snow you getting tonight, Rick?
4 inches.
4 inches. That's what she said.
Exactly. But don't forget, my butt adds another 3.
All right, so Doc, we're gonna let you use your dial-up.
Yeah.
Rick,
Go ahead
tell
with
us about Yale. Tell us about Yale. Jackson Morrow.
This thing is, Yale, basically number 1, Andy Shea at the helm. A little known fact about Andy Shea that I know about now, thanks to being in this pandemic, is that Andy Shea is an avid lover of cooking steaks, as I am. He has turned me on to buy a sous vide machine, a sous vide machine. I just bought it. I turned him on to a bunch of different cuts and some Instagram sites so he could learn some things. So that being said, he loves steak. I love steak. therefore that's a match made in heaven when it comes to picking a team. Okay,
And Yale's like a steak and potatoes Ivy League. They're in the Ivy League, but they're a steak and potatoes.
Biggest thing right now,
Okay.
we got make it take it. TD Erlin. It's simple. He's touchdown Erlin. When somebody scores, it's touchdown again to Erlin. Okay? It's clamp, go out the front, defense, it doesn't matter. Any scoring goals. Okay? Bottom line, gets down to you get Jackson Morrill, you get Gaudettas can finish like crazy.
Yep.
And the biggest thing that negates Michael Sowers, the X factor, the 3-time All-American, Chris Fake. Now,
Yes.
I will admit I did see Chris Fake get caught up in the net one time prior, which is not good for him. But I think physically he learns how to beat them up. Ed Williams has got it going on D. On the defensive side as a coach there for Yale. I think Yale comes at you with, Gaudet, Vandau, just too much. You know what I mean? But defensively, what I've learned is in these types of games, especially with Princeton, I'll give them credit. The dog's shining on the sun's shining on a dog's ass every once in a while here. Okay? But the bottom line is this. The Elis are going to win because they have been there, been in the big games.
Yes.
They know how to handle it, and that means a lot. And as Coach Simmons said one time, my freshman year, after a dinner when they were allowed to take us, we went to a place called Kelly's up on the west side of the city where they're going to get a lot of snow tonight, guaranteed, up the west side. He had some wild turkey. And he told us before we were going to play Yale in that playoff game, there's uptown and there's downtown. And you got to beat uptown. Go Elis.
I love it. Now, the one problem you have with that defense you talked about, man down, they're giving up goals half the time.
We don't get man down. We were man down like 7 times.
Yeah, so that's a big issue.
Oh,
They're
it's
shooting the
not.
ball
It might be a big
33%.
issue with algorithm 6012.
All right, Doc, let us know about Princeton. Tell
All
us
right,
about your
so,
Tigers.
looking over the Princeton stats right here, there's a lot of things to not like. Okay, so you look at the clearing, we're only at 82%. You look at the face-offs, all right, we're at 40% going into TV Ireland. So this is going to get ugly, all right, on the
That's
face-off.
the throw-up
thing,
emoji.
okay? We can do scoring defense, we're doing pretty well. There's 2 things that are going to get us out of this. Number 1, we have the best player.
Number 1, we don't show up.
We have the best player on the planet, and nobody can guard him, okay? You can call Chris Fake all you want. You can grab Fake this. You can grab Fake that. You can grab Fake all this all around, okay? He's going to get Fake to his left. He's going to get Fake to his right. He's going to Fake again, and he's going to make him fall down behind the goal. Then 3 guys are going to slide to him, all right? And Mike Sowers is going to do basically whatever he wants. He's averaging like 10 points a game.
Yeah, 10.6 to be
So
exact.
here's another thing. You're getting
1.6.
outfaced.
It's about to be 1.6
off 40%, right? They're only winning 40% of their face-offs throughout the year. Yet they are beating teams by an average of 8 goals a game. Right? It's the number 1 scoring margin in the country. So you could say that they've been getting dominated all year. So maybe it gets a little worse, right? Maybe TD really gives it to them and they win 25% of the time. Okay? Still doesn't matter. Then they're only going to win by 5 goals. Okay? Instead of 8 goals per game. So 2 things are going to take this to the next level. They got the best player in the country. All right? They got a guy that nobody can guard, and everybody plays well around him. He's unselfish. He's by no means in Mikey Powell's category whatsoever.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
And I want to throw that out there to the whole internet that likes to say that. But he is an unselfish player. He can go left. He can go right. He can take it himself. All right? His teammates love. Who doesn't love playing with Larry Bird, right? Like, if you're playing with Larry Bird, you're cutting extra harder, right? You're setting a screen knowing that they're going to find you. The rest of the team has bought into what he's doing. They're excited to play offense over there. They can stop their teams. They're only giving up 10.8 goals a game, which in this day and age might as well be like giving up 4 goals a game, right? Because it's like 30's the new 20, right? 20's the new 10. It's like if you don't score 20 goals in a lacrosse game anymore, it's like your offense stinks. Right, they're holding teams to 10.8 goals a game, so they're doing something right. But it all goes down to Mikey Sowers right there. And if you guys didn't know, he's from Philly as well. So
Oh my
let
God!
everybody know.
Apparently, what is going on with all of that? Just get off the Philly train. Oh, goodness gracious! You know the best place on earth is Westchester, the best Chester.
So, one of the things that jumps out at me statistically here is the shooting percentage for Yale, low 30s, shooting percentage for Princeton, because they get so many dunks, they're shooting 40%. I mean, this is an opportunity for Princeton to really put themselves on the map. They were predicted by Inside Lacrosse to be in the 20s. I think they were 23rd, 24th in the preseason poll. Now look at them. You got 4 Ivy League teams all in the top 10. Princeton's one of them. Sebastian, let's go ahead and run the algorithm.
Randy, Sebastian.
Come on,
No
Sebastian.
If I lose again, I'm going to drive down there and find you.
13-11. Yeah!
You have got
11, I said. I told you guys I was an algorithm major.
I don't
Not even
believe
close.
that.
Loser.
I just want to thank Dr. Zumbron again, Maryland 1995, for really showing me the ins and outs of the algorithm.
Why am I
Right.
0-2? I am Eddie Bush.
You got this. You got
Time
this.
out. Listen.
Uncle Rick, you got this.
Time out. This is a coup. Okay, and the coup is now hear me out. I love you guys dearly. Don't take offense. I'm starting to get mad. Booker, you got mad connections all over the lacrosse world. You live in Baltimore. Okay? All right, there you go. Okay? Doc is in the Hall of Fame. I'm not in the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Therefore, this is a conspiracy.
see.
See this finger move? A conspiracy against me.
No,
That's it.
I got to tell you, I was surprised on that one. I don't know the results. I just picked.
I don't care. Conspiracy.
I was too, but the more I really thought about the algorithm, and how it's going to really take place, the more it made sense in my head,
Jesus.
All right, let's get to the good one. Let's get Syracuse at Duke. Uncle Rick, Cuse, through and through. Tell us about Syracuse and the Orange. Yeah, titles.
Number 1 team in the country, undefeated. Granted, I will say this, schedule isn't that great, but can hurt you everywhere. 6 deep at the midfield, okay? Chase Scanlon on attack. Rifus, 3.6 assists a game, number 2 in the NCAA in assists on that left side. Scanlon, just a finisher on those flat skips all the time. Griffin Cook with his riding ability. Syracuse's the game changer in this entire thing, honestly, in my opinion, is Syracuse's ability for their defense to morph to go against their offense to morph to go against any defense. Yeah. Meaning, they can attack you from the top of the goal. If that didn't work, they'll attack you from the sides. If that didn't work, they'll attack you from behind. And that is their biggest thing. They are chameleons on offense. They prove time and time again they can score from 6 different spots on the field. And then now is really, right now, this is, the 6th game of the year. They're flying up and down the field. You got Brett Kennedy's finally getting it, getting accustomed to defense. Who cares if Nick Mellon's out? Doesn't matter. Drake Porter has been bailing him out. He's legit in the pipes. Now, the greatest thing about Drake Porter, Doc,
He is good.
It is
Good.
He's really patient. He was like Doc. Doc didn't move until he had to move when it came to fakes inside.
I think he's still that way.
Yep. Doc was a great inside save guy. He was patient. He had patience in his hands. The defense for Syracuse between the lines is excellent. Offense comes at you. I mean, their second midfield would start at any team in the country, including the Maryland Terrapins, who have, by the way, the worst lacrosse look in the history of lacrosse looks. Not because their jerseys and stuff aren't sweet. They're sick. I'll admit that. I'm going to give a shout out to the Terps because I love Tills. I love JL. Love big guys. The unis are sick. Helmets are sick. Gear's sick. The shoulder pads, the way they look, are so booty.
Yeah.
These unis are hot.
So woke.
Good.
So woke.
You got the worst unis in the last 25 years, bro. The sleeveless with the jersey underside. Ugh.
First of all, they're going to take on Duke. Vanilla white and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Like, whatever. So the bottom line is this. Syracuse scores at like 16 goals a game. Holds everybody, I think, under 10 right now. Right? It's an easy win. Also, their face-off guy, Jake Fopp, has been unbelievable. He's the best in the country right now. Over TD Erland. It's over. It's over early. It doesn't matter where it's get played. It could get played on a playground in the middle of South Philadelphia. Born and raised, and where the playground is where I spent most of my days.
I love it. And Brendan Curry, I'm sure. I think.
God, here we go. See this thing? See? It's the Maryland thing.
No, I'm telling you, Brendan Curry is one of the best midfielders I've seen in a while, and I know you have a connection to his dad. Played at Syracuse.
Of course, and Todd. He's better shape than all of us on this call.
Yeah, and weren't you a senior when Todd was a freshman? Aren't you like 5 years older than Todd?
That was you, because I can tell by the jersey that you have back there made out of cotton. Oh, no, that's a wool jersey. Isn't that your wool?
No, that's big hole mesh, baby. That is big hole mesh.
That's wool on the top. It is.
Wooden sticks, like John Pirro.
If you had a wooden stick, would you have scored a goal?
No, I didn't score that many goals anyway.
Yes,
I was a team guy.
What position did you play, Booker?
Attack.
Inside.
That's good, better, or worse than the Jeter?
Oh, way worse. My score was worse. Yeah, we're getting on now. I know we want to give me a little bit of shit about the D3 component, which I get it. You guys were two of the great players. Yeah, two of the great players in D1. Doc, let's go with Duke. What do you like about them other than they're clearing the ball at 89%? That's like having Ric Beardsley throwing behind the back passes for 40 yards with tremendous efficiency.
Yeah, we're not going to win. We're not going to win a whole lot of the statistical matchups against Cuse. You know, the couple things that Duke has going for is, number one, it's going to be played on grass down at Cloud. I forget the name of their stadium. Hoskinen Stadium. Yep. Cuse is looking in that, that fast track in the dome where their guys can really get up and down, go from defense to offense, and really transition well. But I think where the game is being played is at least a 1 to 2 goal advantage for the Blue Devils. All right, ball's not going to be going up back and forth. All right, guys, we all know playing on turf the whole time. Then all of a sudden you have to play on grass. Your legs after the first quarter feel like they're running in quicksand. I never did that because I never ran. I used to like to eat Twinkies and hang out in the goal. Okay, but my friends used to tell me that that's what it used to feel like. Okay, so Duke, looking at Duke, they're coming on strong. That's another thing that right. Duke had that early loss to Air Force, 14-13. They're traditional. By the way, they're traditional. Got to give John Grant Jr. and Air Force a lot of credit for that one. Yeah. But that's Duke's traditional thing. Everybody knows that come late April, mid-April, going into May, they turn it on to another gear. And, it pains every part of my body to say positive things about Duke. Okay? But that's one thing.
Maryland guys love Duke.
Oh, no, we don't. But at least it's not the basketball program. I can kind of deal with the lacrosse program a little bit. But they will get back on track, okay? They're going to negate a little bit of what Syracuse is trying to do in the midfield. And then here's my thing. Everybody's hyping up Cuse, right? Cuse, the greatest team in the country. They're so good. They're 9 middies deep. They got the best goalie. They're just booching them. They're booching them. All right? Cuse is going to be walking down there like they're all that, and they're going to get, boom, smacked right in the face by the Dukies running around the grass. In the trash uniforms, in the sleeveless trash uniforms that are the worst look in the last 10 years. Come on, Rick.
All you do is apparel.
Can you please make a phone call to Desco, all right, and have them change their uniforms? Go old school, classic, custom mesh.
Big whole mesh.
Right? Back in your day, you guys used to have the hottest look on the planet, right?
Doc, I don't know. Your look was pretty good.
You were 1, Maryland was 1A, okay? I'll give you that.
Maryland was pretty good.
Not anymore. We got to work on that. So, hey, I don't know how this game's going to play out. Cuse is definitely going to be like a 4-goal favorite going into this game. I just think there's something about Duke, notwithstanding with statistics. Yeah, great, we can clear the ball. it doesn't matter how good you can clear the ball if they're just fired in the back of the net every possession. So, this is a game that, we're going to take stats out of it a little bit. We're just going to depend on the home field, all right? And Hughes just being a little bit too high on themselves.
Rick, what do you think? Before we run the algorithm, I'm going to give you a last chance. What do you got for me?
I'm going to say the way this is going, I lose.
No way.
Listen, the algorithm is against Frederick G. Beardsley II.
Country club member.
Okay, country club member. It's against me. That being said, Syracuse by 5.
Nice. Okay. All right, Sebastian, let it rip. Let's find out who wins this one out of 1,000 times these games are played on SimUp Virtual Lacrosse. Syracuse at Duke. Give me the winner.
Tyson Williams.
13-10. 3-goal game.
I mean, I won a game. What do you want me to do? Jump around? I mean,
Jump.
Yeah, I won one
bombs,
game.
I came to drop bombs. I got more rhymes.
You give me, Booker, you gave Doc, because the McDonough thing, the fix was in. You gave him Syracuse because I'm a Syracuse guy. You gave him Maryland because he's a Maryland guy.
Yeah.
The other game could have went either way. I probably should have got Princeton because I played in Orange.
Okay. I was saying in proximity. You live closer to Yale. Doc lives closer to Princeton. If you add it up,
I do.
I just want to really just thank you, and thank everybody because my victory today was purely based on my supreme knowledge of the algorithm.
I admit it.
I want to thank Dr. Zumbron for making that possible down at the University of Maryland. One of the best professors I've ever had. We used to stay late all the time, right? I used to write in extra credit. I used to get there early just to really pick his brain on the algorithm, At first, I didn't even know how to spell algorithm. I was like, Dr. Z, how do you spell this thing? At the end, next thing I know, we're running simultaneously. Boom, and bang.
How do you spell algorithm? Is it algorithm?
No. Hey, by the way, loser has to shave their forearm.
They're already shaved, bro. They're already shaved, and I got a new watch. Just rocking it.
Mine or not. Nixon. Are you rocking a Nixon?
No, come on, dude. This is a sniper. Because I'm a
Okay.
sniper.
Hey, I got to thank you guys for your time. I can't believe it came down to the Princeton-Yale game. The fact that the three of us ended up getting decided by an Ivy League match is insane. That matchup, yeah. You add up our SAT scores,
I mean,
all three of us.
if we up all our SAT scores, we weren't getting into Princeton.
Still weren't getting into either
But
school.
here's the deal. You guys got something on me. Both of you guys are private school guys, right? High school guys?
No, I went to Radnor Public.
Oh, yeah,
public
you're
school
good.
guy.
Doc has like a good education.
Yeah, it's very private school.
I went to Lakeland High School. Are you kidding me?
Who went to more classes, Doc in college or you in high school? Did you have to go to high school?
Less than all of you, unfortunately, I'll admit it. I really did. I really can't. Doc, there's no way you went to more classes than I did.
I think one day we'll kind of go over that and, because I think I wrote it down one time and it wasn't very impressive.
We'll put it in an algorithm.
Algorithms.
Algorithms. All right, friends. Obviously, a great episode. Can't wait for SimUp Virtual Lacrosse next week. We got some more games coming at you. And folks, if you like it, put something in the comment section, and we will see you all next week with more of this. Love you both. Have a great week.
See you, boys.
Be safe, everybody.